Hello? Hello? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another CreamCatCorner stream. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing okay. At least I am doing much better than I am for the last 2 weeks. I'm still way behind on my schedule, but I'm definitely doing much better. Today we are playing Alba, a wildlife adventure. I don't know whether or not my PC can handle it. I've reduced my settings to medium, and hopefully that will do it. But if not, I'll try to reduce it as much as I can. And if it's totally unplayable, then I guess we'll play something else. I don't know. We'll just have to see. So I got this game for free on the Epic Game Store. It is free right now. Um, just got it. So yeah, this game looks interesting, and I feel like why not? Why not play it for the stream? I get a notification for it on my desktop. So yeah, I thought why not? It looks interesting. I never played this game before, so I don't know. Let's try it. Let's Okay, see, I never played it before. And let's start a new game. Oh my god, the kid! Is that a puffin bird? Oh, okay. So that's the kid. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Hello. Where is my baby Alba? Here you are, mi amor. Oh god. Always chasing birds. Speaking of bird lovers, Granddad finally returns. Look, he's behind you. Hello. Hello. Sorry, got distracted back there. I thought I had seen a glossy ibis in the nature reserve. Turned out to be a mere moorhen. Moorhen. Oh, what's that there? My two favorite humans. That's a lie. We were much further away from Grandma. That one is for the album. Alas, the bane of the photographer is to never appear in pictures. Hello? Don't you know the term? Don't you know that there's a tripod nowadays? Eesh. Alba, Bonica, why don't you take a picture of me and Abuela? Come over here. You can use my phone. Ah, I want to get it. Ah. I was acting like a kid. Here you go, Alba. Please, don't drop it. Oops, I'm gonna drop it. Guys, point the phone and click the button. Try to get me and Abuelita in the picture. Bye bye. You guys can go sit in the scorching sun while I stay in the shade. Okay? Oh, I can't jump. Oh, okay. Look, in the photo, an Iberian lynx here in the nature reserve. The king of the forest? What a magnificent creature. Alba's first photo? Photo. Granddad, king of the forest, and grandma. Here's to many more summers together. Love, abuelo and abuela. 10 years later. Oh no. Okay, this. I love this. So vibrant. Oh god, I don't know. I don't know how to say this. Bienvenida. Bienvenida, Alba. That's Italian, right? So happy you're back for the week. Yes, we are. And don't forget, the town festival is on Saturday. Are you excited? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So you can use the. Oh, I thought there's an option that you can choose and you have to press X, but turns out you can use the left stick to gesture. Haha, don't worry, this time we won't ask you to dance with us. At least not in front of the whole town. Okay, that's grandma. Okay. You must be hungry after your travels. Let's go to La Roqueta. Let's go to the Oh god. Okay, okay. Me. La 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 la. Let's go to La Roqueta for lunch to celebrate your arrival. Last call for vote to La Roqueta. Children go free. How dare you call me a child? We're a little early. The paella won't be ready. Why don't you check out the island while Granddad and I chill? Wait, that reminds me. I have a gift for you. A wildlife guide. Fauna Mediterranea. The guide lists all the wildlife you can find around here. Remember the Iberian lynx? Oh, see? I knew you remember. I wish we could go and look for one together this week, but sadly, they are practically pink these days. Your abuelo is right. No chance finding one now, but maybe you'll spot some dolphins. Now go explore. We text, we'll text you when lunch is ready. Whee! Oh, oh, so when you build up enough momentum, she skips around. Okay, okay. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, I love this bird. The beach, the farmland, common dolphin, Eleanorus falcon, Anduin, Odoins, Mediterranean gull, European shag, black-winged European shag. Okay. Black-winged tilt, common tern, little ringed plover. Okay, you know what? We can sneak. Okay, is this a puffin? Where's the camera? I need a camera. Oh, too bad. Alba! Yas! Yas, queen! Dude, you're back! It's me! Um, Ines? Is oh god. Okay. The apostrophe E means that it is not pronounced as Ines. It's not pronounced as that. So I'm guessing it's Ines. Your bestest friend. Did you miss me? Course you did. It's been like a year. I counted. What? Come on, let me show you around. Granddad? Why don't you go explore the island while we wait for lunch? Sheesh, Granddad. Is that a paella? Paella? Paella. Paella. Look who's back, cousin Look who's back, cousin Pepe. Alba, you've grown so much since last year. We're gonna go explore this island. Back later. Oh my god, she just pushed us. Rude. Hello? Who litter around here? Oh. Can we throw trash? There's trash here. What the heck? Don't you know you guys need to keep the island safe and clean for the animals? Or is it the animals that, that are causing the ruckus? These ancient ruins are like very broken. Fourth, fourth, fourth favorite ruins. Wait, what's that noise? Dolphin! See, that's what I said. You didn't keep the ocean, the beach, the island clean, and look what happened. Oh no, look, there's a stranded dolphin. Come on, down to the beach. The dolphin needs our help. Move, bitch. How dare you? How dare you laugh at this poor dolphin? The dolphin's the dolphin's trapped in a net. We gotta rescue it quickly. It's too heavy. Need more people. I'm gonna deal with this net. You get more help. We're gonna need more people to put the dolphin back in the sea. Okay. How many people do we think? 8. Is it the whole town? What about you? Are you cooking paella? Oh my god, it looks so good. Man, I wish I could go for a paella right now. I love any rice dish, well, except for risotto, but maybe it's because I haven't had a good risotto before. I don't know. I don't know, but most of the rice dish that oh my god, is that it? I thought that lizard died. One, um, I like most of rice dishes. Most of it. A dolphin? Stranded? Say no more. I'll see you later. I'll see you there. Oh, we need 6. A dolphin rescue mission. I can't read. I can't read. A dolphin rescue operation? I'm live streaming that. Hello? A cat. Too bad you're not cream colored. A stranded dolphin. Oh, okay, okay. I already forgot the granddad's voice. A, a stranded dolphin. Let's go. Round up everyone to chip in. Dolphins weigh a ton. A dolphin? On my way. The paella can wait. Who's the other one? Oh, oh. You. A dolphin washed ashore? Of course I'll help. Complete. Yeet! Yeet! Viva! You and Ines saved the dolphin's life. Look, the dolphin is saying thanks. The perfect photo opportunity. Ah, Alba! Alba! Sam! I've seen the light. Our purpose in life. This gonna hit you hard, man. Ready for it? Alba and Ines's Wildlife Rescue League. The Owl. Owl. Okay, it needs a brainstorm, but the goal remains. The wildlife is now under our protection. We got this. Girls start a wildlife league. So cute. El Piñar Diario. Come on, wildlife rescuers. Let's head home. They didn't even eat the paella. Most probably because it's burnt. The cook forgot his cooking paella and instead to focus on saving the dolphin and he burnt the paella. Speaking of burnt, have you had crispy rice or burnt and crispy rice? Oh my god, that shit slaps. I love that. Morning, Alba. Hope you slept well. After all that excitement yesterday, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I disrespect any people with my accent. I'm sorry. I'm trying to um give some life to the character. I don't know if I offend anyone, you know that I have no ill intention, and if it's um too disrespectful, then I stop. But please let me know whether it is in the chat or in the comments. Do let me know if I am disrespecting people. Then I'll stop. If not, then I consider that as okay. Shh. Ah, morning, Alba. Sorry. Ah, yes. Have to keep it down. Your abuelo is trying to snap birds. He hasn't had much luck this morning. Why aren't there any birds? I don't know, because the island is filthy? Hello? Ah, there's no bird food. That's why. Alba, you mind filling up the bird feeder for me, please? I'll pissed. I need to be ready to take photos at a moment's notice. It's shit, Granddad. I won't do what you said. I'm going to explore. Open the pipe. Explore the whole area first. Bye-bye. Come in! Oh my god, is that oranges? Do the laundry. Yes. Thank goodness we explore the whole area. Wait. Oh, so it is fully enclosed, huh? Okay. Eesh. Fine. Estupendo. We've got birds. Let's check them out, Alba. Here, have my old phone. It has the Wildlife Guide Companion app. Now just point, click, and identify. Try it with the birds on the feeder. How can I zoom? New animal found. House sparrow. Passer domesticus. Common. Oh my god, the bird! The bird is so cute! So round. Definitely bird shape. Can we identify grandma, grandma, granddad? Did you find out what bird it is? Yeah, 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 yes. That's cheating. I saw you using an app. This guy's voice keep changing. Okay, I need to set a voice for him. It's a great app. Oh god, that came out wrong. It's a great app and it works on all animals. not just birds. You can go and explore now. Have fun scanning animals. Scan 5 different animals using your phone. Too small. There a real life app that can scan animals? Streptophilia, decau decaucto, colored dove. There a game like this, but instead of animals, it's plant, and you got stranded. You got stranded in a place, or you are a researcher identifying all the plants. I mean, look at this. I would love to identify plants like this. Maybe it's just me. What the heck? I'm trying to sneak, but okay, what animals we still have? Okay, so there's only dove, and what about you? I think you're going to enjoy scanning and identifying animals. Some are super rare these days. Can I open this? Alba, I almost forgot. Take this map so you don't get lost. Have fun, Peppa. Thank you. Okay, now, oh my god, I love this flower. Okay, now the real adventure begin. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Let's just explore. Oh my god, I love this. Oh, a cat. Let me in. I'm going to be a creep. People of, I don't know, domesticate. Domi- what is happening with my mind? I keep combining things. Domestic, domestic cat, domestic cat. Felis catus. Okay, what about the phone? There's something something. Also, does the app rely on a squirrel? Does the app rely on internet connection? Red squirrel. Does Sirius? The Eurus vulgaris. Oh my god, yes. Burp. It's a burp. Oh no. Paris Major. I'm restraining myself so hard right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, okay. Woo, okay. Um, I'm done. I'm not doing that joke. I'm not even going to say anything about it. Just, I I just found it funny. A cat! I love this! Why can't I pick up the trash? Always put a lid on your trash can. You don't want your animals going through it. Smoking is dangerous. It could lead to forest fire. Oh my god, this town. Why can't I fix stuff? Oh, okay. Oh, Tatone. Yes, that's the Carl. Clinic Veterania. That a dove? Rock dove? No! It is a rock dove, right? Columbia livia domestica. Feral pigeon. Oh my god! It has pink eye. Hello! A wildlife rescue league. Sounds like a good idea. Can I take a picture of this skin? No. Oh my god, this is me playing around with the cat. Oh my god, is the cat having problems? No! Simon. Simon. Oh, hola. I'm Simon the vet. And you're Alba from the newspaper. I'm very grateful you saved the dolphin. I'm with a patient now, but perhaps later I can show you what I do. Poor Luna hasn't been herself recently, but Simon's gonna get her all happy again, you know. That's highly irresponsible of you, putting your cat out in the open like that without a carrier. That must be one very docile cat. Nope, face. Oh my god, girl. Pet the dog, pet the dog. No, I want to pet the dog. Oh, hello. You must be Alba. I am Erica. Maria's always so busy on the week of the summer festival. This is the last day off she's going to get until it's over. I'm just glad it's such a beautiful day for us to enjoy together. Pet the dog. Pet, 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 pet the dog. Hola, Alba. Maybe you remember me from last year. I am Maria. I helped your abuelo what? Vicente fix his scooter. Marina, that thing's a menace. Talks barks every time it goes past. Anyway, I hope you have a great summer here. Girl, you okay? Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Buenos dias, Alba. Good job saving the dolphin. You and Ines are the talk of the town. Maybe you remember us. I am Marina. This little fluff ball is Stocks. We briefly met a few years ago at the ice cream shop. You were with your grandma. You always talk gossip, her and I. Anyway, I'm sure we'll see you around. Enjoy your stay. This girl, Marina, reminds me of Miss Bellum. Remember Miss Bellum, you guys? Ooh, we can take care of the not pigeon, seagull. Laris Michaelis, Michae, Michaelis, Yellow Lake, Yellow Lake Gull. I don't see anything else here. Oh wait, I can take a picture of the dog. Doggus, doggus. Canis lupus familiaris, Scottish Terrier. Yes, yes, queen. Mine, mine, mine. What is this? Oh, we can just sit here. Okay, goodbye. Harry. Oh my god, another trash. Hmm, this area sucks.
La verdad, y les traigo el tiempo. En Pinar del Mar vamos a disfrutar de un día de muchísimo sol y mañana y pasado también.
Just me listening to radio. Hello, Juanito. Hello, who? Oh, I, I, I know who. I know who you are. From the newspaper. I'm Juan. I'm Juanito. Uh, the mayor's going to be making a big speech today. I just make up that word. The mayor's going to make a big speech today. I hope he's finally going to sort out the nature reserve. Sorry. Um, see, there was a fire there last year, and the whole place got damaged, has gotten damaged. And the mayor has done nothing about it since. But, but it's still really, but, but it's still really nice. You could go play there sometime. I'm not interested, dude. Not interested. What about you? What? Oh, do not disturb the lifeguard then. A trash. Are you making content in the middle of the beach? Hello? Emilio. I love living on an island. You're never more than a few minutes from a beach. Bitch? Sorry, on a video chat with my mates. I love living on an island. Bye bye. That guy. Okay, this is Sparrow. Feral pigeon, an albino pigeon, right? Huh. Oh wow, this is totally the best ice cream ever. Oh god. Yeah, neighbors. Oh god. Yeah, neighbors a magician, always coming up with wild new flavors. Last week she had carrot gelato. So weird, but so good. Oh wow, this is totally the best. Okay, that's the same dialogue. Too bad we can't snap pictures of humans. Otherwise, it would be so creepy. Talk to me. Talk to me, ladies. What about you? Will you talk to me? Talk to me. Oh my god. Sir, are you okay? You look cooked. Oh no. I don't know, man. I don't know. This lady is doing fine. Look at how confident she is. That smirk. Hmm. Am I supposed to go here? I don't even know the objective. Find the mayor at the nature reserve. Okay. We are way beyond the nature reserve, so we need to go back. Uh, where is... Okay, there I am. Oh no. Okay. So let's go to the nature reserve. I got the feeling that we won't get any new features unless we talk to the mayor. No, please. Oh no. No. Brand new animal. Oh. Ah, Periparis otter. Oh god. I'm not talking about this. I know most of the birds. I know most of the birds' name are, yeah, like this. Many. It's not just one or two, but many. Wait, have we seen that yellow bird before? No, no, no. Come back. Chloris chloris. European greenfinch. Okay. A puffin bird? Please tell me it's a puffin bird. No, it's not a puffin bird. Lesser blackback gull. Larus fuscus. Stop laughing! What's so funny? Orange. I mean, I want to eat the oranges. What is this supposed to do? Aloy gave me all these oranges, and I only asked for a few to make one cake. But the more the merrier, I say. Can never have too many cakes. And don't worry, dear. I'll give the oranges a really good wash. There are things that you can make with oranges besides cake, lady. Have you ever made orange curd? Orange marmalade? What? Orange juice? Everyone loves orange juice, right? At least for me, I love oranges. I love it in curd. I love it in cakes. There is no such thing as too many oranges. Hey, let's go to this area first. Okay. No. Uh. Oh, we don't have anything. We have this. What? Okay, okay. Red squirrel is next. Okay. Sheesh, what is going on with the government in this area? They were supposed to do this, not some what 14-year-old kid? 15, 16? How old is the kid? The cutscene says it is 10 years later, right from the first cutscene. And in the first cutscene, she looks like around at most, at minimum, 3 to 4 years old. No. Okay, it's nothing new. And she is supposed to be 14 years old, but she looks like a kid, like really, really like a kid, like less than 12 years old. Sometimes I wonder, I am a poor judgment of already got that. Rabbit! Stand still. Orichalcus caniculus, European rabbit. That's something new? No, come back. Are you something new? No. There's nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, so let's go. What about you, lady? Into your body. Keep breathing. The teacher in me reflects the teacher in you. Oh my god, trash. Lady, you see trash, you pick it up, okay? Oh my god, another trash? Am I even going the right way? Oh my god, it's not. In fact, I'm going the exact opposite way. That is a red squirrel. It's somewhere around here. This is our home, right? No, someone else's. We are back where we started. Oh my god, I got so lost. I should have opened the map first. And the nature reserve should be here. Right? No, further down. Oh, like that. I thought it was a new animal, but no. Alba, over here. We're curious what the mayor's gonna say. Maybe he'll announce the restoration of the nature reserve? You know, after that fire last winter nearly destroyed it. Phew! We got here just in time. And restoration would be fantastic. The nature's reserves has been what? The nature reserve's been abandoned for far too long. To that, every year Alba and I been every year Alba and I been wanting to play here. Remember, Bonica, we used to come here when you were a toddler. Your granddad told me you even saw a lynx. A lynx! So jealous, so jelly. Yes, the king of the forest. We saw it right here in the nature reserve. Like so jealous. I want to see the links too. Hey, I think the mayor's about to start. Let's go see. People of Sicarl, I have exciting news about the nature reserve. We are going to transform it into a shopping mall. Right? Oh no! Hotel de Lujo, the world's largest luxury hotel. I'm sure you all know the nature reserve is sadly beyond saving, but this new hotel will breathe new life into our wonderful island. Tourism will be back, together with new jobs and opportunities. Please give a warm welcome to Paco, the man behind the hotel. Thank you, Tony. My vision for the hotel is all about luxury, comfort, and opportunity. Not even the sky is the limit because there are no limits. My company will build the hotel in record time. In fact, we've already started construction. Thank you, Paco, for your inspiring words. This concludes the announcement. Thank you all for coming. We will take no questions. Sheesh. A what now? A luxury hotel? Hmm, interesting. Nature reserve beyond saving? We'll see about that. Bitch. Alba, let's investigate at once. First, let us talk to the people here. Pepe, I wonder if they'll need personal trainers for the hotel's gym. This could be a great chance for me to expand my business. Alia, but what if they bring their own stuff from the mainland? This could put me out of business. Well, that was unexpected. Indeed, it's going to put our island on the map again. True, but there are other ways. Some that don't involve pouring concrete into the nature reserve. Shame about the nature reserve, but over the years we've gone from bustling tourist hotspot to a ghost town with more businesses closing every week. So maybe the luxury hotel is a good thing. Difficult. Tearing down the nature reserve, building a luxury hotel. What sort of nightmare have I woken up to? I demand a refund. Same, same, Grandma. My family moved here because it was so quiet. Now with the big hotel, the island could change. Maybe that's good? You can't have too much quiet. This is the most exciting things that happen here in ages. Pina de Mar is so boring. Maybe this will shake things up. But what about the nature reserve? This will destroy it. Huh? I hadn't thought about that. Maybe they can build around it or something. Well, Natalia, maybe you should build a brain around that head of yours. Hello? Otedelio. I don't know if I pronounced that name correctly or not. What is that bird doing? Whatever. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. Always clean the trash. A mallard! A mallard! Yes! The dogs appreciate our valiant efforts. Worry not, feathered friends. The owl got this. Let's keep going, Alba. Gotta remind people how nice this place is. Oh, so we were supposed to do that in the first place? Okay. Okay. Aethia farina. Common pocket. Common pocket. This one. Yes. What a mess. The owl's gotta tidy this place all the way up. Yeah, I've been doing it. Fish. Oh my god. Yes. Lophopenis cristatus. Crested tit. Oh my god, I love this. Look, huge birds with green heads. Never seen them before. Alba, find out what they are with your apps. Hello? Northern Shoveler. Spatula clipieta. Rare shovelers spotted in nature reserve. Shovelers, finally! Been looking all over for them. Greetings, fellow nature enthusiasts. What's your name? Greetings to you, young friends. I am Clara, President of the Wildlife Association. Our goal is to document all the creatures on this island. That's awesome! We've got our own wildlife rescue league, the OWL. Current mission, rescue the nature reserve, stop the hotel. Join us! I like this idea. My colleague Alba Singh here has all the paperwork ready. Um, I do? Right, Alba? Yes, yes. That what you call a paperwork? Very professional. Of course, I'll sign up. And great idea, collecting signatures to stop the hotel. Yes, that's exactly what our plan is and always was. Hmm, gonna need lots of signatures, like 5 million. 5 million? I'd say 50 signatures. Signatures? Signatures should do it. I'm convinced you'll find plenty of opportunity to get those. In fact, Yun, a colleague of mine, is looking for sparrowhawks. Apparently, they are nesting in the woods near town. Find and scan a sparrowhawk. That will get you a signature for sure. Excellent. Thanks, fellow oral member. Sparrowhawk and signatures, here we come. I'm gonna explore this area for a while. Oh no. The bridge? All the best stuff is on the other side. Tomorrow I'm gonna investigate who can help us fix the bridge. that a new duck? Red-crested pocket, Netta rufina. Anas creka, common teal. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what. Common teal, crested pocket, and northern shoveler. Ducks! Bird watchers go looking for ducks. Look at all those different ducks. I had no ideas. This truly is a good sign. Um, all these birds have picked this place as their home. I just hope the mayor sees this too. I'm getting so emotional about this. Okay. Okay, so let's take a break for a bit and hydrate ourselves. Water is so good, y'all. Oh, okay, so we've done that. Okay, let's see. Anything new on this bitch? Oh, so this is the place, right? Where we got the Iberian lynx picture taken. Come on, Ines. Where are you taking me? I wanna explore this. Nah, I'm just going to follow Ines for now. Why? Why the question mark? Yuck! This is this suspicious goo is everywhere. We gotta follow the trail and find out where it Nothing. Duration arrow hop. Okay, so that one is. We still need to snap a picture of that. The dinner's almost ready. Come home when you're done adventuring. Coming. Where is our home? There, right? Is it here or up there? And I... Aha! Let's see if we can steal anything. Or even better, do their laundry. No? Nothing. Your house sucks. Oh my god, the cat is eating the bird. Did you guys see that? Oh no. Lady. Lady, are you okay? Hola, I'm Yoon, member of the Wildlife Association. Sadly, there's only two of us, Clara and I, but you must also be a fellow nature enthusiast. The terraces here are full of interesting animals. I just need them to stay still for a second so I can photograph them. This telescopic camera is amazing. I can see for miles. The only problem is keeping the bird in the frame when they move. Sometimes they just won't sit still for me. What happened to this? No. Palumba palumbus, common wood pigeon. What is that? That looks new. Okay, okay, so I just need to wait for the right opportunity. Man, Alba's arm must be so... Oh no! Oh, okay, so we did capture it. Merops apiester, European bee-eater. Rare. Does it hurt? Oh my god, there's something new everywhere. Okay, 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 okay. Let's talk to our grandparents. Man. Okay. Buenas noches, Bonica. Amor, what a dare. And what a shame about the nature reserve. But imagine all the good luxury hotel will do. Tourism coming back, businesses reopening, new jobs. Our children don't need to move away anymore. Going to revitalize the whole island, but not by sacrificing the nature reserve. So this is the typical capitalism trope. Very fitting too. Oh no. Don't forget all the wildlife. It's their home too. Hmm. Hmm. My phone's been pinging non-stop about your petition, Alba. Love the initiative. So proud of you. We obviously support you. Here, pass me the pen and we'll both sign it, won't you, won't we, abuelo? Sure, I mean, yes, of course. Anything for Alba. Well, Granddad, you are being a capitalist pig, huh? We got this. Man, talking so much. I'm talking so much in the stream. My throat is a little bit tired, to be honest. Alba, you look hungry. Want me to make dinner now? Yes. 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 Fantastic. Let's go eat. Wednesday. A glimpse of the past. Okay, let's go. Okay, so... Oh no. 69. So we still need to get something in the town. Oh no. Oh no. Common Swift. What else? Oh, this one. Oh my god. Moorish Gecko. We saw one. Oh god. I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, okay. Morning, Alba. I know what's making the animals sick. Okay, okay. Let's see if we can see the gecko. Oh my god. What what did you do with the orange lady? Hola. Isn't it a beautiful day? It's always a beautiful day at on Pina del Mar. I hope you're enjoying your holiday. Holiday? Off on another adventure, I bet. Oh, adventure. I really miss bungee jumping, you know. But you just went last weekend again. Exactly. What's up, Doc? Hola, Alba. I have the results from the gooey liquid. Believe it or not, it is pesticide. That's what makes the squirrels sick. There's an orange farm nearby. I think it might be the source. If you have time to go, check it out. I would be very grateful. I'm waiting for my next, next patient, otherwise I would go myself. Okay, now where did I see the gecko? Oh my god. I should have snapped the picture when I had the chance. Oh my god. A sick animal. Oh my god. I need healing. Black-headed gull. Croicocephalus fridibundus. And the other animals can wait. I will not go out of the town without getting the gecko and swallow, right? that that bird didn't flap their wing, it just floated away. Can we talk to this guy? Buenas, would you like to visit La Raqueta? No. No problem. If I'm here if you change your mind. Oh my god, trash. Thank you for cleaning up. Very nice of you. Amazes me how some people throw rubbish next to the bin. And then, just leave it there. Wait, you're the one with the petition to stop the hotel. Excellent. Let me sign up right now. You know what's crazy? My mother thinks the hotel is a good thing. She says the ice cream shop used to do really well years ago, when this place was still full of tourists. I totally get that, but a luxury hotel? Too much. Anyway, sorry about the rant. Thanks again for cleaning up. How about a free ice cream? Would you like one? Yes! Yes! No one could say no to ice cream. Good choice. Here you go. Hmm. Mmm. Yummy. It's vanilla. It's been a pleasure, Alba. Hope you enjoyed the ice cream. And good luck with saving the nature reserve. Yes. I got the ice cream dude. Whoa, wow. This is totally the best ice cream ever. Okay, where is the gecko? I remember seeing it. Remember, Riri, any kind of animal. Oh my god. Can I go into here? No. What? Where is this? The nature reserve. How many animals have you found so far, Alba? Wow, you're really getting good at this. That's it? Hello? I just saw all that construction kit up there. I hope they don't turn this into a private beach for the hotel. Sorry, on a video chat with my mate. Okay, okay. Let me think. Where is the gecko? Should I go to the town? Is that a church? That granddad? It is. Hello. Have you ever talked to the vet? Have you talked to the vet? He said he was looking for you. He's probably at his shop down in the town square. Well, you're not helpful. Oh my god, I know I saw it. I know, but where? The one thing that I didn't take picture of. What are you? Sergio. Those poor squirrels. Lucky someone wasn't there. Someone was there to help them. Are you the one that sprayed pesticide? Insecticide, whatever it is? Oh my god. I, uh, I need to find the gecko. I know I saw it. I know. I'm looking. I'm keeping my eyes open for any sign of a gecko. You know what? Fine. You know what? Let's go to La Raqueta. Perfect. Hop on and off we go. Okay, let's explore this area and then if possible, I'm going to end the stream here. Uh, Ichthyotis melanocephalus, Mediterranean gull. What are you? Hello? Himantopus, black-winged stilt. I'm going to explore most of the things here. That a squirrel? It is a squirrel. Squirrel? Stropi- Streptopelia turtle. It's so beautiful, turtle dove. Fatima. Sorry, I was miles away, actually, millennia away. I am an archaeologist, so this ruins fascinates me. Fatima is my name. Pleasure to meet you. This is my day off, so technically I'm just sightseeing. Tomorrow, I'll be back at the castle, working on a dig there. You should come visit. The views up there are spectacular. Sure. Oops. That's something new. Uh. Father Crocorux Aristotelis European Shag. Huh. Are you laughing at me? Okay, okay, okay. Um, we are in where? Is it bitch? It is bitch. Okay, okay. Eleanor, Eleanora's Falcon, Icthysius. Okay, okay. I'm trying to see anything new here, but I don't see anything. Is the gecko here? No. Welcome back, Alba. I see no stranded dolphins this time. Do you want stranded dolphin to be a normal occurrence here, Miguel? Wait, for you, Manu. Oh, hey, I have seen you before. In the newspaper. I am Manu, ace archaeologist. Well, student archaeologist. But today's my day off, so less digging, more chilling. Although I don't actually do any digging, it's more cataloging. Um, just evaluating the historical accuracy of the food menu. Okay, you do you, I guess. Okay, what else can we do? Yeah, I don't see anything much that we can do here. That's a squirrel. Turtle dove. Yeah, nothing else that we can do here. Okay, okay, okay. Let's open the journal. Head back home. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what. Let me back. Okay. I still think that there are gecko. The gecko is around here, right? Or am I missing something? Or am I just dumb? Whatever, let's continue on with the story. What is up? How can I get inside? Hello? Can I cross this? No. It's an invisible wall. Can I enter this? No. Oh my god, that's a lot of animals. Thick animals. Thick animals. Oh my god. It's a total massacre. What the heck? How can people be okay with this? I mean, for example, if you see a lot of animals dead near your house, surely you be so suspicious of the things that is happening around you, right? But these people, the people in this town simply, oh, that animal, I guess let a kid fix this. I'm not interested. Sheesh. That's really weird. A cat? What are you? How did you? Wait, that's Luna. My cat. Oh no, she's sick again. Well, you're the one that caused it to do this. You made Luna better. Thank you. And the pesticide. Pick up pick up a full container from town yesterday. Must have had a leak. That ain't good. Very bad that is. I'm gonna look into that. Don't you worry. Oh, and you are one of what? You are the one with the nature reserve petition, right? Gonna sign it right now with a squiggle. And thank you again from both of us. Catastrophe avoided. Oh no. What's this? Ooh, what's this? Ooh, where is it? Is it around here? Poopo, poopo. What is this? Yes. Eurasian sparrowhawk. A- Achypternis uncommon. Sparrowhawks nesting near town. Ooh, everyone is talking to me. Okay, okay, that's good, right? This is good. This is good. Final scan the hoopoe near the northern beach. Uh, Old Nature Reserve. Okay, okay. Forest. Forest, we are missing the blue tit and the Eurasian hoopoe. Oopa oopa oop. Okay. The blue tit. Wait. There it is. Hello? Cyanister ceruleus. So we only need to get the Eurasian hoopoe then. Okay. I think this is a good place to stop the stream. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, let's talk to this final girl. Whatever. Um, what was it? Talk to the carpenter in the town square. Let's end with that actually. Talk to the carpenter. Are you the carpenter? Wow. Oh wow. You didn't have you didn't do anything? Hello? Carpinteria Maria. Hi, Alba. I am Maria. Very nice to meet you. Ines told me you want to fix the broken bridge in the nature reserve. I would love to help, especially after all the work you've been doing. Unfortunately, I'm waiting for an important delivery. It is for the town festival. Very exciting. But I do have a spare toolkit you and Ines can use to fix the bridge. Yes. Let the kid let the kid do all the manual labor, right? Ace, the Arrow thanks you. Off, off to the bridge, Alba. We're gonna nail it. I'm intrigued what you'll find on the other side. Maybe you'll even spot a heron. Very beautiful creatures. Yes. A gecko. A gecko. A gecko. No. Okay, okay, okay. Be careful. Look at her shaking. Oh no. Oh no. A gecko. I knew there's a gecko. The town. The town. We have two more, which is the barn owl and the common swift. Should I look upwards? Oh, there it is. What do you mean it's too small? And yes, you can wait, right? Do you think I can snap a picture of it here? Hello? Okay, it's much more difficult to get a clean shot. Uh, okay, we just need to wait. Oh God. Oh no. Okay, just. Oh no. Okay, finally. Epis. Common Swift. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, with that, we are going to end the stream. So, we are going to save, save slot 1, and we are going to end the stream. Wait. Yes. Um, I think I'm going to end the stream here. Yep. We are nearing the 2 hour mark. Thank you so much for watching. Um, I am going to try and finish the new schedule by next week. Hopefully, please, dear God, let me finish the schedule by next week. Um, yeah, I'm going to finish it up by this week and post it on my YouTube stream archive channel as a community post. And also, I'm going to be updating the schedule on my Twitter as a pinned tweet. So if you are interested, do have a look there on um Saturday? Saturday evening, Eastern Standard Time. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know yet, but I am going to do so. Um yeah, if you are interested, do have a follow at my Discord channel. The link will be on the end screen after this. Uh, um, what else? Um, oh gosh. Yeah, my Discord is on the link at the end screen after this or in the description down below if you are watching this on YouTube. You can also contact me on Twitter, even though I rarely use Twitter right now because I don't prefer to use it since the accident. So yeah. Um, what else? What else? Yeah, I like this game actually. I'm going to continue on with this game until I finish it, and we'll see how we go from there. And that I'm going to end the stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next stream, which is tomorrow. So, as for tomorrow, I'm guessing I'm going to honest, try to play Silent Hill 3 with the bonus weapon, and we'll try to finish that game as quickly as possible. And with that, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream. Goodbye.